So, this is my game, 8-bit bot. You can wishlist it on Steam. The link is in the video description. So, I want to make a feature review, kind of, because I got several times the same feedback on some gameplay improvement, which is when making a program, it is not always easy to understand in which situation the bot currently is. Let me show you what I mean. So this is a test level I have here, and I can play it back. Let's choose normal speed. And you can see, okay, this is the bots are clearing the field here, which is also a new mechanic that I'm developing. And there is a win condition actually that, oops, I double clicked, and now they crashed. So here's the clear area instruction, or not instruction, condition, the win condition. I need to clear this area. The bots are currently not doing that. And I mean, this is also a test, but I want to use this to demonstrate the issue that people complained on, and also present the solution I'm currently working on. So let's go in here and reset the program. And let's say I'm working on this now. The blue bot is running this program and the orange bot is running this program. And what I can do here now is to just directly set instructions. And you can see that now, and that is the change I did, every time I add an instruction, the program moves on. And now I've made a mistake. I went one step too far. So I can go back now. And the program jumps to the instruction it has executed just earlier here. So it's not about to execute this one. And I know I want to turn around, which is also wrong. I just see this was the correct one, and now I need to turn around. I mean, this is natural to make such mistakes during working this out. So let's see how this would go on. So it is now fairly simple to script the sequence that is needed. And I was in the beginning a bit reluctant to add this feature because I mean, I was thinking maybe it's too easy then, but I can clearly see that this is more of a matter of giving a bit more the tools that you need to develop this program here. And I had to realize this, that eventually this is like what I need is some kind of a debugging step to, or execute to, run to cursor action. So when you develop a program, you can go to a certain point and say, I want to run and execute the program until I hit this point. And that is exactly what is implemented now. It is far from perfect. I will show where I think I want to go. One part that is already annoying me is this window is moving. It opens and moves depending on where it needs to go. And I think I want to add a pin. I want to make it movable so I can move it to the right side. And then I can click on the program, and it does not appear all the time, but it just stays fixed in place. And then I can see the entire program and also the sub-programs I can execute, because that is what I want to do. If you see and follow the execution here, you can see that with this kind of execution approach, I'm not going to be able to clear this entire area. The bot needs to move one more point. And in order to do that, we need to use a sub-program or call another program. So instead of, let's go to the beginning. Instead of executing these steps directly, let's move them to this place. And I can probably also add the turning instructions here. And if I want to add here something, the execution will not do anything because this program is currently not reachable. This will change as soon as I'm calling the program. So this is program 3, and you see this is why I want to move the this interface here, because I can't see which program I want to call, which is not great. So let's insert that here. Now when I click here, it executes the program until it hits this point and shows me, hey, this is what do you want to do next? This is great. If I jump here, it doesn't do it anymore. The reason for that is there's a return instruction missing. So I need to return to the program, and now the jumping works again. And in this situation, or actually this situation, let's make another program call. So let's call program 4. We haven't defined what it is, but we can do that now. And that would be, and now I realize it would be interesting if I could insert that instruction, the call instruction here, and if I call an empty program, the instruction could jump here or to the return. I don't know. Could be annoying, could be interesting. I will put that on the stack of ideas I have here. Anyway, so now I can add the instructions to, yeah, more or less do the same, just mirrored. So now I can return again. And if I'm calling now program number 3, it immediately jumps to the next instruction and shows me this is where I end up. Now I can see that I just need 2 more forward moves to clear that half. And the condition is to clear the entire area. So I need to do the same for this bot, except a little bit different. I am calling here program 4. 4 is the mirror program of 3. And this bot needs to execute the mirrored program. So let's execute number 4 here again, which was wrong. I got this mixed up, but no problem. I can just move it here and instead call program 3. And now we see, okay, we are here. And at the end of that one, I can move forward and actually one more step. And the area is cleared. It would be nice if the program execution went to this point. There used to be a mechanic in place. You can see that there's a little lock on it. It's a very tiny symbol. And I locked it because if the execution passed that point, I would no longer allow the modification of the program here. And this is now moot. Doesn't make sense anymore. I can just jump here. And if I replace an element here, an instruction, I will just re-evaluate the program again. So that would be one thing. To satisfy the win conditions, I would need to move the bot 3 to this target, which is a little bit outdated. I used to have only one bot here, and that bot was parked in the end here. So I made a win condition to park this bot here in the end. I would like to move them now here. So they should turn on spot and move here. So let's do that. First, let's define the win condition, because we can do that by going to the list of win conditions here. First off, we move this one here. So actually, oh, I this is the clear area. I was under the impression that I had, my mouse is a little bit annoying. I was under the impression that this was selected. So you can see the arrow here. It wants to move there. Now I need to add another win condition, which is this spot 1 should move to that place. And that is how I craft levels for the gameplay. I need to make many more levels, because currently I only have 12. Anyway, so this is the win condition. And now to satisfy it, I need to turn around on the spot, move forward, I think 1 more time. And you know what? That can be the same program for both. So let's move that to program number 5. And even more so, we can move that one here, make a return instruction, and call number 5 here, and also here. Now, turns out I need 1 more forward instruction, of course. And now I can see that when the execution at this point, they are standing here. So, oh, that would be another nice thing. If I'm in this spot, I know that I'm hitting the execution of the orange bot. It'd be nice if it highlighted the bot that is currently on this breakpoint. I would call it even maybe a breakpoint, because the execution runs until it hits that point, which is in a classical sense a breakpoint. And another point why I would call it breakpoint is currently I'm stepping until I get the first hit, and then it stops. I think it would make sense if I could foresee that there's 1 more step and then there's a button and I can just jump to the next one and see, okay, this is the next time this is being stopped, and when the execution breaks on that point where the bots are, and highlight which bot has hit the breakpoint. So another idea for my stack here of what I need to do. So to finish the program, I need to do actually the reverse. This is the, no, that was the wrong one. The other left. All right. Now 1 more step and the level is 1. Great. Now I only need to clean this up. Oh, that is also painful. Like, this should not happen. I can disable the auto-stepping, which is something I was considering to remove, but maybe it's needed sometimes. So this is how it looks like on this level that I'm just making up right now. Another situation would be playing the game. We can have a look on this level here. And this one is interesting because it has something like asynchronous execution, I would call. So this is already a solution, but let's reset it and go over how it would be developed. So the goal here is to load a crate, bring it here, then this bot loads it and unloads it here. And the trick of this puzzle is to realize this is the same kind of execution. I can say I want to load something, move forward, should enable auto-stepping again, which should then auto-jump. Oh, not doing that right now. Then I'm turning to the right, moving forward, and unload. And now the green bot will be able to get the crate loaded up and start moving. While the blue bot needs to also turn around, move a little, and wait, that's the wrong execution. And let's repeat it again. And this go to again, I mean, it would do exactly as I said earlier, need this functionality to, continue the execution until the next breakpoint is hit. And the next breakpoint would be the green bot hitting it, and then the blue one again. Currently, what I can do is just run the program, move it forward, and speed it up, maybe. And if there was some more operations to run, like maybe the bots need to exit the factory or something, it would be really useful if I could say like, okay, step over, and at that point I know where the bots are and can use that knowledge to restructure it, because this restructuring is also something that is sometimes needed. Like there is the number of rounds and the number of instructions that can be optimized, and sometimes I want to have puzzles where you have to write 2 programs to get all 3 stars, because one program is very space efficient on the numbers of instructions and the other is very time efficient on the numbers of steps, which could look like this, that I define the program here, let's move it over, and instead I'm calling function number 2, like that. And then we can again call function 2, this one. And then we can repeat. Oh. And delete. But it seems this is not the full solution. I forgot the unloading, right? No, it's right there. Why doesn't it? I forgot the return. Always this return. That is another complaint. Actually several people told me, hey, couldn't this be auto-inserted? Yeah, maybe. That's another thing to visit. So this is also how the program can be made or not, because there's a bug. It wants to load it there. What happens here? I think I need to execute this one more time. And also turn around. That now work? Yes. Oh, do you see the pot is bumping into walls? And still beating 3 stars. I need to make this more difficult for the actual game. So the bot is currently bumping into walls. It's not very visible. Maybe it should also make a noise. Basically what's missing here is this one. It's in the wrong spot, I think. Now it executes this one time too often. Oh yeah, that is the dialogue that used to show up. So I need to get rid of that case as well, because I would not allow this change the program that has already executed. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I think this makes the game quite a bit better. And the level still works. Not as fast as previously, but still pretty good. And 10 instructions. Anyway, that's it. Still a lot of work in progress. I just decided to move my release date from mid-December, which is in 2 weeks, to next month. I have a bit of free time coming up, so I have some time to finish this. And if you enjoyed this video, because it's a devlog and seeing this kind of game being developed, you can like the video, subscribe, and even better, wishlist the game on Steam. Again, I will leave the description and the link in the video description. So see you around, maybe.